Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Today I want to ask a question. Are we being too lazy? Being too lazy as in, trying to, they say, you should learn something new every day. You should, try to improve yourself every day. There's always room for improvement. And, so, with that, you know, are we being too lazy? So first of all, when I make these videos, I'm not making them to talk down on you or talk down on anybody or think that I'm better than anybody else. I'll be the first to tell you I've done everything wrong. Done everything wrong. You know, basically, it's like that scary movie thing, you want to live or you want to die, and I run over to the die side. That's just the way that I've lived my life. And looking back at it, so things that I wish I would have known, or no, I'm not gonna say that. The way that my mind has progressed throughout the years. All right. And there's gonna be videos about all of this stuff too, such as taking care of yourself, washing your face, brushing your teeth, and getting your hair cut, and looking presentable, dressing presentable, and the things that we were taught on how to be a man, be a I really think that with this whole new the whole new terms, the beta male providers, I think that that's sort of where a lot of us guys that were raised by single mothers, or raised without a dad in the household. I think a lot of us are raised that way, and I'm not talking down on anybody like that, I'm one of those guys, and then like the trying to be talking about sobriety and all of that. I've drank, I've done my stuff, I lived my life, done my drugs and all of that, and like I said, it's just all hey, I've been there, and shoot, I progressed, got my job and went to prison, and worked Burger King. I've lived where I cooked some hot dogs off of some candles. All the lights were out, and we got our eviction notice, and shoot, there's a time where I was halfway across the country, living off of a loaf of bread and water. There's times where I slept on benches and stuff like that, and they say that 10% of Americans make 100,000, in a year, and going from that, coming from that to being part of that 10%, it's a good feeling. It's a really I understand where it messed with my mind, understanding that part of it. So now that I've gotten to this point, and it's a dangerous spot to be. Not really dangerous spot to be, but it's a spot where you get comfortable, and that's what I've done. I've gotten comfortable, really, really comfortable. I remember back in the day, I was, trying to, back when I was like around 21-ish, 22-ish, being single, I remember I was up in the bookstore, trying to read up on how to be better and trying to do better, how to talk to females, how to present myself, how to, do all of these different things like that. And then I had a really good mentor also, my brother. Um, we had plenty of good conversations, and more on that later, It's probably time for a different video like that. But so part of this whole thing is got to where I'm at, and I got too comfortable, and the wanting to be better part, working on trying to be better, all of that ended up going away. It didn't dawn on me that, hey man, you got lazy, and shoot, just the other week I worked 100 hours, and after 13 days I finally got a day off, because we worked 6 days. We're supposed to have that 7th day off, and they're like, no, we're gonna start working this whole shutdown thing, and so we're starting to work 12 hours starting Sunday. So 12, 15, 18 hours, Shoot, there was one of those nights where I got back at like freaking midnight, and went to sleep and woke up and right back to work again 5 a.m, So plus I got an hour drive, or a 45-minute drive back and forth too, But through all of that, Sunday morning, my rest day finally comes, and hey bro, get up, the heck you doing, still sleeping? You got your kids here, you got things to do around the house, and I got mad, I got upset, I ain't gonna lie. But point is, I could do all of this stuff work-wise and everything, but what am I doing to progress with my family? What am I doing to what am I doing to help become a better father to my children? And also going to get different perspectives on different people and stuff like that too. It's one of the things that I want to do. Like a buddy of mine, he's a coach, and I want to talk to him and get him on video, see if he's down for that. Be pretty cool to do all of that. But anyway, so being lazy, what part of what said, hey, you know what, you've reached this part of your career, you are the provider, you're doing your job as a man. Who said that's good enough? Why did I believe that it was good enough? Why did I think it was good enough? And then so I started getting some motivation from different videos and stuff like that, different people, and there was a thing that clicked back in the day, back when I was going through my whole phase. Hey. Anyway, Crazy Stupid Love. I really like that movie. That guy Ryan Gosling, that dude was pretty much like, hey man, that's where you should get to. Dude's dressed up, all suited up, boom, he's all pimped out and everything like that, and then he's all pretty boyed up, and then I don't even think it showed what job he did, but from his house, and the way that he carried himself, it just kind of like a playboy or something, like, that's where I was like, hey man, that's where you should be at. So now I'm like, hey, let's go give the gift of insecurity to my woman, let's go give her that guy, do what I can to be that guy. And starting off with taking care of myself, I used to just use one face wash all the time, and ended up trying out different things, and more on that later. um Started a whole different wardrobe and stuff like that, and more on that later. And then there's going to be not only providing, then the other part is becoming a better father, doing more activities with my children, and more on that later. And this is kind of just a quick run through and everything, but it's all just things that I become very lax on, very, very lazy, being lazy towards, um, so started going to more concerts and stuff like that, start taking my wife out on more occasions and stuff like that, uh, getting to the point where I'm gonna be like, some females gonna be like, hey, trying to ask me for directions or something right in front of my wife, and my wife's gonna be like, I can't say them words right now. Anyway, be like, who the fuck is that bitch, Get the fuck out of here. It's my man, She's gonna be like, hey, what the hell you doing talking to her like that, like, but hey, at the end of the day, I come home with my wife, That's like I said, the gift of insecurity. Because shit, they all want a guy that all of these other females want, Why else did you get chosen? You're somebody that they would want, somebody that they thought would brought value to them, And that's the whole purpose of all of this, is to become that guy that to be that guy that's becoming the best versions of themselves. You hear that shit all the time, hear that all the time. But shoot, like one of the guys I want to get up on here, one of my other brothers and everything, he's kind of in that category in my mind anyway. He's all fit, and he's got a good job and everything, and he's dancing powwows and stuff like that, and pretty sure, and then he's all pretty buoyed up and everything too, in my mind, so pretty sure all of these he's just a very charismatic person also, so just being somebody like that, that's a whole lot better than being the overweight alcoholic that's slobbering on, like I don't want to say no names, screw it, like you see on the State Line videos and stuff like that, where they're all faded and making a fool of themselves up on stage, and I don't mean to talk down on anybody like that, that's if that's what makes them happy, if that's what they like doing, that's their business, that's them. But I'm just saying, we've all seen it, we all got our opinions upon it, so which one do you want to be, that's just my take on all of it, that's just the examples that I can give you, so I guess a better example would be somebody like Tatanka means from Res Dogs, you know, how you see all of them nurses and stuff all googly eyeing him and everything like that. I haven't watched the whole thing, you know. I just heard my wife was like telling me that part of the show, you know. So I haven't seen it yet, but soon. Anyway, so, you know, be that freaking doctor that they're all googly eyeing over, you know. Like, shit, let's do this, you know. Stop being lazy. Start progressing towards something more, you know. What's like I said, after them 100 hours, more was still expected. And so, being at the top 10%, there's always more expected, you know. And then there's you know, you see like these CEOs and business owners and stuff like that. They work crazy, and they're always striving for more. You know, they're always looking for the next idea. They're always looking for what's the next step. They don't ever just, or they hardly ever, I guess, just get comfortable and, you know, start going with the flow. You know, no, they're trying to find a different path. They're trying to find a different way to make some money. They're trying to find a different way to make themselves happy, make themselves become the most valuable person that they can be, you know, become the person that that's a good productive person, I guess, you know. So with that being said, are we being too lazy? Am I being too lazy? You know, that's the question that I've asked myself. Why did I get relaxed? What can I do to become a better person, or to be a more likable person? You know, what can I do to be better? So, with that being said, good morning. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Always forget to say that part of my videos. Have a good day.